Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. It is Monday the 11th and I did just look at my computer for the date. RJ is not feeling good. He's kind of got the pukes this morning. We're not sure what, but I'm letting him stay home. I decided to take that little time before dialysis to just do a couple of work things which are finished. So now I'm going to be going upstairs to get started on dialysis. Today is a pretty laid back day when it comes to errands. I need to just go to H Mart. That's the only errand I've got today. Let me show you my planner. Okay, so here's my planner because I put RJ sick. So we have to call the school. I also have to finish laundry. Last night I did about 4 loads and I put away half, so the other half needs to get put away. So today, H Mart. I already scheduled the email I need to do today. I have some Chrissy Ann Designs work to do, vlog to edit, the one that ended yesterday, and if I can, I need to film. I have 2 more videos to film for like the end of the month. And then I'm starting my HB90 work boot camp today, which I may wind up, I think I might just unplug my computer and start working on it while I am on dialysis this morning. And then for dinner, beef with broccoli. That is what I'm gonna get from H Mart, is the beef. So pretty laid back day, but I need to not slack because the rest of the week, I have dentist appointment on Tuesday, which is gonna throw at a live stream. I've got live stream, choir rehearsal on Wednesday. I've got a clinic visit on Thursday, and then we're starting cookie baking this weekend. So today is my one day that doesn't have anything major scheduled. So it's important that I get through some of it. It's almost 2. I am taking Layla for a walk, get her out of the house, to go poop, etc. I'm not feeling very good. I got off of dialysis. I was feeling super run down and nauseated, which is entirely possible. It's related to dialysis or to kidney failure. Or, worst case scenario, I'm sick with whatever RJ has. His lightheadedness has gone away, but he is still very nauseated. Hasn't barfed yet, I don't think, though. I hate that feeling. The bummer is I still have stuff I gotta get done today. Like, I sent emails. I did some of the things I needed. I do need to edit. I guess I could put off filming, but I'm already like dressed and already have makeup on. So like, I don't know. Come on, baby. It's just hard, you know, and I know that if I was working like a regular job, I'd have to do those regular job things. And I have a deadline that I've already blown past. So like, I really should be doing my work today. You know, I probably could just put my comfy pants back on after because I put my jeans on. Maybe the plan here is to get home, go to H Mart, take care of that, then put my comfy pants on. If I'm feeling good enough, I can leave my nice shirt on because nobody sees my pants when I'm filming. But then just post up on the couch and take care, because I can do my work for Kristen on the couch. I can do Layla. Are you serious? I can do my work for Kristen on the couch. I can edit videos on the couch. I can basically do all the things I need to do that's not filming from the couch. That might be the answer. I really wanted to film today, though. I feel like I hate wasting makeup. But at the same time, I've been wearing it every day recently, but for the most part, because it makes you feel more put together. Not that I'm saying you have to wear makeup to be put together. I just feel that way. Because it helps me look a little less like I'm dying from kidney failure. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my walk. Holding my arm up is making my poor shoulder tired, and I don't need anything else to bother me right now. I'm editing. Still feeling like garbage. Having some Cheez-Its because salt seems to be helping. But like, I'm editing a scene where I'm in the living room looking at my pets. And so now I'm in the living room looking at my pet, BB. There's no kitties out here though. There's a Sunny. I'm taking a quick break from editing to start another batch. So these sacks, swear to God, that's what it's called. Where is it? Sack. What they do is this bag has the mixture in it that is for my specific dialysis. The number bag 304 that I use is a higher potassium bag because I have chronically low potassium. So it helps replenish some of that into my system. This machine is the actual dialysis machine. This machine is the pure flow. It makes the fluid, and I use 30 liters per session. So one sac is 2 sessions, so it makes 60 liters, which is what fills this entire big old situation here. He's telling me to close blue clamps. I need to do that, which are these clamps here, so that I can take this all off, throw it away, and then start the next batch, which takes about 7 hours to make. So we can't get behind on things, or we're using the hanging bags, which Jesse fucking hates. This situation is the pack. This is the actual set of filters that is used to take our house water and make it into the water that is safe for me to have using as dialysis fluid. So it's a whole situation. And we have to test it. In the last vlog I talked about my chloramine strips. Open door, remove sac. It tells you what to do. But yeah, we test this batch every time it's done. So this line, this green line that I'm yanking here, this line is the one that runs to the dialysis machine. And as you see, there are 2, that's enough to do 3 treatments or have 3 accesses to it. So if you fuck one of them up, you still have a bonus one if you're doing 2 treatments from the one sac. If you fuck 2 of them up, then you're gonna be draining what's left because you have to keep everything sterile. But these are okay because these are basically trash now. And then you see here, this line is the blue line. The blue lines I showed you before are what pull the water into the sac to make the batch. It's the green lines that take the water out of the sac. So this is the one that connects to the pack. The other one that hooks to the pack is for conductivity check. I don't know what that one does, but it does something, mostly with the testing. So I close the door. Now the machine is like, okay, no batch, press go to start. So we just pull this entire empty sac out and throw it away. And that's why we wound up, when I started dialysis, we wound up getting an additional trash can and an additional recycling bin because we go through so much garbage and so much cardboard. It's kind of ridiculous. The first thing you have to do before you get started, you have to kind of massage the sac, both to kind of get the fluid mixed up and to make sure there's no leaks, because that would suck balls. There is a sensor down here to let you know if it's like leaking. It's very loud. And then again, you have to like drain it. It's like my terror is having a puncture in the sac because of how much fluid is in there. And then also this whole thing serves as a warmer to keep it always at body temperature, which in the summertime kind of blows because it heats this whole room up and we're adjacent to my bedroom. So that kind of sucks, but I guess it's worth it to get this room. So press go to start. Load sac, and it tells you the number. You have to make sure you're loading the correct number because the machine won't work if you put the wrong number in. Now, one thing you have to kind of do when you're like unhooking everything and getting it ready to hook up is just make sure nothing's kinked, because that can also cause alarms. Now everything is hooked up. I have to watch for testing. Sometimes it errors, and there's a couple of things that happen on a semi-regular basis, which happen often enough that we were actually taught how to manage them. Also, as you can see, here's the 3, and now they all 3 have caps on them, so that we have this ready for 2 treatments plus an extra. You know, I know some people's treatments are less than 30 liters. I don't know if they can get 3 out of a sac, but I know that there are some people who have like a 50-liter treatment instead of 1 sac per treatment, which has got to blow ass, both because you're always making a sac, and that's like twice as many boxes. So I'm going to wait for this to finish, and I'm going to go back to editing. Good morning. It is 8:45 on Tuesday, and I'm going to my dentist appointment to get my crown put on. We're dialyzing around 11-ish, which is going to give me just enough time to do my patron stream today. So I didn't put any makeup on. I'm not going to film today. I will try and get some editing done because I have a bunch of that to do, but tomorrow, Wednesday, my day off of dialysis is going to be a big catch-up day. I think today is going to be editing HB90 for work. As for home, I'm caught up on laundry. I just have to get the house ready for the cleaners, really, and run the dishwasher because we didn't run it last night and it's like fucking overflowing. But I didn't feel good last night. I made beef with broccoli. I didn't film it because I really wasn't feeling very good, and I didn't trust myself to not fuck my camera up. But it came out really good. I'll leave the recipe below. It's the Walks of Life recipe. Of all the ones I've tried, I really love the Kenji recipe. I really love the There's a couple other ones I like, but this one is the best that I've tried so far. The one thing I do from Kenji, the couple of things I do from Kenji to adapt this Walks of Life recipe is, if I have it, last night I didn't, but if I have it, I'll swap broccolini for broccoli. And the other thing is, they say to blanch the broccoli in like a pot of water. Kenji just puts like a cup of water in his wok and then blanches the broccoli with the lid on top and then gets rid of the water and oils the wok and uses it for everything else. And I like that better, less dishes to wash. Anyway, I'm going to go get my crown put on and I'll update you when I'm done. All right, I'm done. I'm numb. If you can't tell, I can't move this side of my mouth. Like, they don't always numb you to just put a crown on, but I have very sensitive teeth, so I was like, yes, please. All right, I'm gonna go get something to eat, even though I can't really eat much right now, and head home. Should be getting ready to start dialysis in about an hour. It's like 9:50. Went fast, which is good. When I was here last time, I was here for like 4 hours. Dude, what a day. You can't, I feel like I look like a fucking wreck. I'm just not feeling very good. I got off dialysis. I got to pick up RJ. I just did a quick review on the Moxie dot markers for my patron. So I'll take a second here and just comment on it for you all as well, because I'm not going to do a dedicated review video. Like, they're dot pens. I say to my patrons, but it's not fucking rocket science. They're dot pens. Here they are on the Makselife paper. And then this, so these are the dot pens. These are the Moxie markers. And these are the dot pens I've been using from the Zig to kind of match. And as you can see, I was fine with the way they looked before, but now that I've seen the Moxie dot markers, I'm like, no, these don't match at all. I like these ones better. However, they are extremely juicy. If you've had the Moxie markers, you'll know those are extremely juicy. I really wish that the pen tip was not such a bullet tip and more like what we have for the Zig, which is like a skinny tip like that, but it's very similar to like a Tombow bullet tip with maybe a little bit more squish. And they tend to get a little nipply because they're very juicy. And if you can see here with this gray one, sometimes when you press down harder, the ink kind of spreads on the paper, not just going into the paper. So you may not get the perfect dot. So the easiest way to get around it is to just not press down super hard. But I have the feeling that once you've used them, because they're already not as bad as they were the other day when I was testing them. And like you can see here, here's some of the bleed through from the markers, but none of the dots on this page bled through. The only ones I've had trouble with bleed through so far are the blue and the dark gray, which is not even one of the Wheel of Life colors. That's like the Moxie gray. That's why I don't have a matchy one there, but there isn't really a dark gray like that in the dot pens anyway. The closest would be black. So if you like matchy and you really want matchy, these may be for you. If you are not super into matchy and you like don't want, they're finicky, I guess is what I would say. Because they're so juicy, you have to be careful with them. And because of that, I would just say that if you're going to buy them, be aware of that. And that may not be worth it for you, especially for 26 bucks or however much they cost. So that's my quick and dirty review. Also, when you compare them to both, one of these is Uhuhu, one of these is Artist Loft, and this one is Zig. Of these two like, I say knockoffs, I don't know who was the first, but like of these two less expensive versions versus the Zig, the Moxie marker is most comparable to the Zig. So it doesn't feel like a shitty knockoff. It feels like it's its own marker with its own ink colors. It's just so fucking juicy. So juicy. Also, if you see this, I was talking to my patrons about the whole Kate Corain thing. It's a rabbit hole I fell down. If you're not in the like young adult fantasy kind of circles, I only picked up on it because some of my YouTubers who I follow for Wheel of Time stuff, mostly the show now because the books are published, but they're like fantasy YouTubers, they were talking about it. This person was, go check it out online. It's a lot, but it's basically somebody review bombing other debut authors, mostly people of color, because she was insecure about her upcoming debut, which was picked up by a publisher in a fucking book subscription box and everything. And now she's dropped by the publisher. She's dropped by the distributor. She's dropped by her agent. She's out of the box. Like, she basically burned her career down because she was insecure. At least that's the vibe I'm getting off of it. I just way oversimplified it. Please don't go and like give anybody shit, but if you're interested in it, search her and look up like review bombing. That'll probably pull it up too. It's all over the place. Major news sites at least have picked it up. But I will say what came out of that, and I'm excited about why I really want to tell you, is that the author who brought this to light and posted a Google Doc with all the receipts to help stand up for the authors who got bombed. She got bombed too by this person, but not anywhere near as hard. But this person's book, her name, I think they go they, them pronouns. Their name is, shit. I don't remember the author's name. It just went out of my head with kidney brain, but the name of the book that she wrote, not the person who review bombed, but the person who like whistle blew on it, I guess, or the person who went viral about it. I don't know. The person I found out about. Her book has already come out and it's supposed to be really good. It's called Iron. Oh, shit. It's called Iron Widow. And it's a part 1 of 2. The second book is coming out next year. And it's a like futuristic kind of space themed young adult book written basically retelling the story of Empress Wu Zetian, except in like a futuristic kind of situation. And I'm fascinated by Empress Wu. If you have never heard of her, look her up. She was, I think, the only empress to ever rule China in her own, like on her own without like being like a man on her by her side, and she was ruthless and very intense and very interesting to read about. And so when I saw this, I was like, well, if anything came out of this rabbit hole, it's that I just ordered this book and I'm going to read the fuck out of it. And if I like it, I'm going to pre-order the new book because it's coming out next year. Woohoo! Well, it's bedtime. I am really wiped out. I didn't really do as much vlogging as I had hoped these last couple days, but I don't know if it was because the weekend was so busy or if there's something else, but I just not felt good for 2 days now. And it's mostly just being run down, but my access, my fistula access, where I actually, the buttonholes, very, very sore. So I'm glad I'm off tomorrow for dialysis. Take it easy, maybe put some ice on it. But yeah, anyway, I'm wearing my my lip mask because it is dry. It's like flurrying, but yet still dry somehow. Anyway, I'll see you on the next vlog. Take care. Subscribe, all the things. Peace.